In this lesson, we have some application problems, and in this video, I'm going to do 1 through 5. Numbers 6 and 7 are actually also part of the same problem, but I'll do that in the next video. So we have a suspension bridge made of steel cable suspended from two main towers. So we have these two towers, here and here, and then the steel cable is this parabolic shape. The towers supporting the cables are 600 feet apart and are each 100 feet high. So I'm going to label the dimensions that we know. 600 feet wide, 100 feet high. So draw XY axes on the diagram, label the diagram with the coordinates of any important points. So I'm going to label this as my y-axis and this as my x-axis. So this is 0, 0. I know this is 100 feet high, so that gives me a point here at 0, 100. I know this is 600 feet away, so that would give me a point here at 600, 0. And up here, I'm at x equals 600 and y equals 100. So we now have some points labeled. We could also label this because we can see here this is a parabola. It's given in the description of the problem. The vertex is halfway where the line of symmetry would be. So this would be at 300, 0. So consider the graphing form equation. Which of the parameters or variables in the equation do we already know? Well, we know the vertex. So h equals 300 and k equals 0. Substitute the parameters into the equation. So y equals a x minus h squared plus k. Solve for the a value of the equation. Well, if I'm trying to solve for the a value, I'm going to need to plug something in for x and y. X, y refers to any point that's on the parabola. So pick a point that you think is easy to use. We have this point, and this point that are all on the actual parabola. We might as well use one point that has a 0 in it. I'm going to just go ahead and use 0 and 100 as my x and my y. So x will be 0 and y will be 100. So if I solve, I get 100 equals a, I don't know what a is, that's what I'm trying to find, times 0 minus 300 squared plus 0. Order of operations tells us that we need to do this first, parentheses and the exponent. So negative 300 squared. And don't forget about all the zeros, so if you're going to do 300 squared, we get 90,000. And the plus 0 we don't need, and then this is 100 over here. So you can write your answer as a decimal or a fraction. If we just divide by 9,000, a equals 100 divided by 90,000, which is, if we reduce, 1 over 900. So a equals 1 over 900. So the equation that models the shape of this cable is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. And you don't have to write the 0 there, so you leave that off. That would be the correct equation.